Thank you, Chair. I won't say too much today because there's quite a fulsome report in front of you, which I commend for observations. It describes the financial outlook, which is ever present, obviously, the continuing fight against organised crime, which Mark is doing to his teams. And we thought a particular emphasis this time on the work of the neighbourhood policing teams across the country, given the investment we've seen in them and also how important is we see to crime prevention, problem solving and good community relations. We want to do more though, and that we work over the next few months to look at where we're going in the next couple of years, the sort of vision, if you like, for neighbourhood policing, trying to define some hallmarks so that the look and feel is broadly consistent across the country, but allowing for variation to take into account different communities and different contexts. And also to try and bring all the training for those officers in neighbourhood policing teams under the banner of what we're assuming at the moment is akin to a neighbourhood policing faculty at the college, which is work that Pamela will lead on. Clearly, the issue at the moment, as you say, Chair, is that the tempo of policing remains high. We've got the Somme parades tonight, so we are sort of leaning into a busy few weeks, given the sort of issue of bonfires and parades that we're going to have to police. But I have to say that alongside parades I've seen myself and the work that Alan and John Roberts and the team have been doing, we have good plans in place, and what we've seen hitherto has largely passed off well and without incident. I myself met all the loyal orders last Friday to listen to some of their frustrations, it has to be said, but also ideas and concerns, and I thought that was a really constructive and positive meeting, both for dealing with the here and now and also relationships going forward, whilst we're still trying to wrestle with allowing people to celebrate culture or indeed another context to protest, but also mindful that there's still a pandemic and infection levels are rising. We've got the issue of bonfires to look at over the next few weeks as well. There's a lot of work, again, going on in the partnership space across the country, which Alan is front and centre of. There are some more contentious issues that we're trying to resolve with the cross-ministerial steering group and actually use all the tools and experience of the recent MOU and also the experience of last year to try and get remedies to these that are acceptable to all communities. The pace of events has been relentless, but I think one of the things we want to say is, looking back, our intention to try and resolve the extant issue of the fixed penalty notices for those people that were issued them in the Black Lives Matter protest. This has been a long run issue, just over 12 months, as you're aware. It's been complex in a legal sense. Clearly, there's been commentary from yourselves, the Ombudsman, and the Public Prosecution Service, all sort of making sort of suggestions about where we got things right and wrong. There's a fairness issue that underpins the situation that we find ourselves in now in terms of procedural fairness and procedural justice. So working through Mark and the team, we want to see a remedy to those people that have been issued penalty notices and paid them and having their records expunged. We're taking extensive legal advice and working with the Department of Justice to try and bring that to a swift conclusion, working within the auspices of what the court service can do as well. I'd sort of acknowledge at the moment another key contemporary issue this week is the continued issue in the investigation to the tragic death of Noah Donoghue. We continue to support the coroner in that investigation and recognise the anguish that Fiona is going through. I've met her myself a few months ago to listen to some of her concerns, and we're keen to remedy any of the issues that she's raising in terms of sort of gaps in the inquiry. But we're confident that we are making progress in the investigation. I think the other issue to bring today is to sort of highlight that at the end of the summer period, when you get together again, we'll be making some temporary command changes because 2 colleagues will be going on the strategic command course, but to reassure you that plans are in place, that there is continuity and experience in the senior command as they take advantage of additional training, and we look forward to selection of new posts, probably in early 2022 with the board.